Oh, the good old days of live performances and people sitting shoulder to shoulder, laughing their heads off with not a mask in sight. Of course, we've all gone virtual now, but one of my favorite things hasn't changed, and that is gathering some inside information from each organization that I speak to and creating some fall down funny custom humor for every one of them. And people ask me all the time, how do you do that without insulting the organization or management or employees and embarrassing them? Well, I decided I'd just make a video and show you how it's done. For example, a hospital nursing staff told me how much they hated the Zoom meetings they had to do every day. It just ate away at their day, and this is how I treated that. And I really want to thank Liz for making this all possible. She reached out, and she and Leslie and April and I had a couple of Zoom calls to kind of work out the details and stuff. And then, well, we had a couple of more Zoom calls to kind of clarify things, and then we had 3 more Zoom calls to clarify the clarifications. But I think you'll be thrilled to find out that the organization has decided that in 2021, you'll only be allowed to have 150 Zoom calls a week. Boy, did that resonate with the nurses. You know, I can get all the information I need with a single phone call, maybe an email or 2 for clarification. A credit union association recently told me that their brand new website was an unmitigated disaster. Bingo. Hasn't that website just been a godsend to save you all that trouble? Oh man, that time and work. Yeah, to paraphrase Winston Churchill, never have so many been so confused by so little. But you'll be happy to know that that website is being put to good use. The CIA is using it to confuse Russian hackers. And in fact, the KGB has been quoted as saying that that website is insidious, impenetrable, and inhumane, which I think you would probably agree with. So you folks are doing your part for the national security, and you should be proud. Later on, the client told me that after my show, employees would joke with each other in the hallway that they had been hung up on the KGB line all morning. The president of a teachers association told me that one of her staffers hit reply all every time she sent an email, drove people insane. I do hope that I cheer you up a little bit, because my goodness, the challenges, even without the burden of the pandemic that you folks have been dealing with, are just amazing to me. I mean, how do you get your work done with these monthly reports hanging over you like that? How do you keep working these incredibly insane long hours without a pay raise? How in the name of God do you get off of Nancy Johnson's email list? I mean, it's just daunting. She told me later that Nancy blushed but laughed as hard as anybody. So that's a good sign. An association of livestock producers down in Oklahoma were pretty much 100% Oklahoma State University fans, and their big cheering gesture is guns up, Cowboys. And their big nemesis, cross-state rivals OU, Oklahoma University, why, they just think of them as the evil empire. So I had a lot of fun with that one. How about those Cowboys, huh? Looking good. At this recording, they were 5-1 and second in the Big 12. Mike Gundy's doing a great job. Of course, there is another major football program in the state, and to be fair and balanced, I wanted to mention that OU also has quite a program and a really talented team. And of course, their coach is also highly regarded. I wouldn't want anybody in Norman or Stillwater to think I'm, taking one side or the other. It's kind of hard to walk that line. The president told me that they were pounding the tables on that one. Makes me feel good. I performed for a group of 4-H educators, and I had a little fun with their unusual acronym. But I have to admit, I like the name of your conference, that OIE 4. Ha! That's very cute. I told them that the officers of the 4-H Association had voted on how to deal with the aggravating helicopter parents and the infuriating volunteers who insisted on telling them how to do their jobs. They will be assigned to selected farmyard training tasks like these. Well, you can see how I did that for them and nobody got their feelings hurt. I would love to do the same for you sometime. I hope to hear from you.